Puzzle Pals, good evening. Did we just do this yesterday? We did, but I want to pick up right where I left off. It's been tough for me to get to the stream here lately, but today turns out to be another good day, and the next couple days are not. So we left a lot of chips on the table last night, as they say. And there are plenty of crosswords left undone from yesterday. Let's knock out a few more of those. We won't get to all of this list today, but catch up a little more in the New York Times, how I usually start. Will Nediger has a new, was it themed? Can't remember, but his latest puzzle I thought I would attack. He's so good, and it's been a minute. Christopher Adams, want to check out one of his, looked amusing. Trip Payne with a something different. If we get a few people in here, we've had great chat boxes lately. We get another lively one, or at least populated one, we can maybe knock that thing out together. Fireball, the new season of Peter Gordon's Fireball crossword subscription series, which I highly recommend, is now underway. And so I thought maybe we could take a look at a themeless of his that I never got to last fall. Tim Croce, always good for a laugh. Brendan Quigley, these guys are so good. Hey, instant user, you are first. How's life? Udelka in the silver medal spot. How's life? I mean, I'm asking how's life of people who were here yesterday, but okay, it's all good. I am going to do my traditional New York Times start. And what better way to start if you're doing a New York Times start than with the New York Times cross? Yesterday, somebody said they liked yesterday's. Wednesday, I'm always reluctant to do it on the day of, but I mean, meanwhile, like in the evening, if someone's doing the Wednesday, they've probably done it. And Nora, yeah, it's all good. Thanks. I don't know what happened. I was about to start the stream and then I started reading, and next thing I knew, here we are. Yeah, sorry. Thank you for the good intentions. Welcome. Nora, you had some all-stars in there, as is typical. But all right, well, I also would have liked to start earlier for reasons involving, watching the Australian Open and certain trivia game shows that certain of our friends are on today. No spoilers, please. All right. I don't do a ton of Wednesdays on this stream, but let's do this one. Who wrote this? Kevin Curry, not to be confused with former pro tennis player Kevin Curran. I don't know. What is a Wednesday but a harder Tuesday? Or is it? Are Wednesdays tend to have themes? Nora, you would know. You're like a big time crossword writer, editor. What's the deal with the Wednesday New York Times? I really don't have a sense, but I'm sure they're harder than Monday and Tuesday, but I know Thursday's the gimmick. Friday and Saturday are like the hard themelesses. 4 minutes, is that what I should be aiming for? Sounds ambitious. I have not been, I don't know, actually the slow stuff has been harder for me lately, or the easier stuff has been harder for me lately, relatively. All right. Speaking of 4 minutes, I'm gonna close the chat box for a hot minute, just because it always distracts me when there's chatting going on. All right, I think 4 minutes might be a little ambitious. I can't remember the last time I did a Wednesday or had a sense for how fast that was. All right, Nora, you say 4, I'll say 5. I assure you I'm going to try to make you the winner. But all right, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes for this, and then we'll get further into our crossword menu here. All right, Kevin Curry, whoever you are, what do you got? Is that? Maybe this is it eat? Looks like it. Trivia. Mrs. Robinson was named Mrs. Roosevelt when Paul Simon was writing that song. Did we learn that in the cryptogram? Yep. All right, this is news ratings, maybe not. Is this a Z? Yeah. Radio Shack horse stable. Looks like this. Maybe I get in trouble when I take guesses. Heaps, piles, that's Hayes. So let's try. Dr. Ron Swanson at 23. Is is this draw? Fine, I'll do this. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just gonna keep moving. Let's do some crosses only. That, let's do that. Presumably not into that at all. Is this? What is that? Ay, ay, ay. I don't know. I just don't know. That's so bad. This might be. Why are we starting with a Wednesday? I ask you why. Go ahead and answer me in the chat. I'm not looking at it yet. I roll. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. Hard as that may be. No idea. Maybe tonight's not the right night for me to do this. Amos, Enos. Oh, not a mosquito repellent situation. Got it. This. Just not seeing it. Ah, cute. That either. Wow. Ah, wow. That was so much easier than I made it. Is this a chicken, horse stable, pig skin, presumably chicken, something, snarf down, I guess. Cats can, cute. I like it. So that, and this is this. Blah, blah. Dragon, Slayer, not even looking at the rest of these clues. That's the secret. That's the secret to going fast. 440. Oh, yeah. I'm not even gonna. For 5 minutes is too tough for me. Yipes. All right, that. Let's do that. Being flipped on its back. Turtle. No, is. It was turtle. I was beginning to lose. I am not seeing that. This is the IRS. This is a taxation situation. It looks like it. Peon, a plebe. Oh, turtles, hell. Yeah, okay, we're moving one letter. Dia de los. It would have really helped if I had like caught into that theme more than 10 seconds before this was done. Okay, so I was not seeing this at all. I just thought it was horse stable. It's horse's table. Cute. I don't even know if I ever looked, not remember looking at this clue. Dragon's lair. Oh my God, in a million years, I was never getting that without most of the letters. This is, I mean, Buffy or GTFO. No, let's face it. This is pig's kin, cat's can, very cute. Chicken's trip. Good grief. Kevin Curry, take a bow. Very creative. Turtles, hell, nice. Well, I wasn't fast, but I cut down the typos and I had fun. 557 is not bad. You're very generous. Okay, catching up with the chat. Nora, instant user. Nora, did you know that instant user 000 is we have strong suspicion that that is actually Rihanna, the pop star. We're not sure, but I happen to believe that it's true. All right, well, that happened. Yeesh. I also did not look at any or at numerous other recent New Yorker puzzles. Like, for example, ooh, this Saturday. Somebody said last night they liked the Sunday, or some clue in there reminded them of me. I don't think that's sufficient reason to do it. But the Saturday, however, I would not mind starting with like a quote easy unquote New York Times, and then a harder one is usually how I start the stream. Hey, if it isn't Adrian Johnson and Ryan McCarty. Adrian, I know only from their work. Ryan, I said hi to at the big national crossword tournament last year, and we do Ryan's so-called chasm puzzles on here. You know, from time to time. Eliana, good evening to you. How are you? And well, a collab between these two has got to be good. I am okay. I'm going to briefly block the chat box for a sec, only because I want to try to go fast again. And then we will, you know, take it down to second gear and knock out some. Wow, we're on our way to yet another robust, well-populated chat box here. We've been blessed lately with a lot of that. And, you know, if we have a good, like, large handful of people in here that trip pain something different or so-called cuckoo crossword might be fun. But for the moment, indulge me while I blast my way through this thing. I'm gonna not look at the chat box for a hot minute. I can't see the whole grid. I see a lot of white space. Ryan McCarty's like signature move is to like leave the whole middle of the grid open. Not sure if that's the deal with this, but we're about to find out. All right, I'll see you on the other side. I'm gonna ambitiously say 8 minutes 10 is my goal here. I'm either gonna hugely face plant. There's a big amplitude on these Saturdays lately. I could easily do better than that, or I could do way worse. Oh, the excitement. Can't you feel it? Okay. I will be back with you in a minute. Is this a tray? What? I want it to be a tree. It's not. All right, if I shut up, it'll be easier. Try to do that. Maybe the second word is right. Else that could be Cree, could be Erie. Diet. A muzzle. Ah, well, that for sure, Chicago. All right, these long ones are going to help. I did that. Not seeing it. All right, on we go. Love Sia. here. Ahoy, Ben Zimmer, who I just texted with a second ago. This is, that is the LSAT. I want this to be Sue Grafton related, but it's not. Jesus, 23 movies, what the hell is that? Halloween, something maybe. Auction. Oh, Avengers Endgame. Wow, man, 23 of those movies. Good grief. What is going on? Oh, maybe if I type that, like, hey, I promised typos. Count them all. Maybe something stop Charlie. This. This. Was Jasmine Paolini? Is that what was going on there? Cute. Clue. Ant. Lot. A lot. Let's do this. Wanted this to be TGIF. June Pot knows the name of those goats, but I don't. Shows blah blah. This is the case. Army, regrettably, they're in the puzzle. I don't see the second word. They're bendy, perhaps. Let's do this. Let's do this. Reset. B is that an S? No, it's probably this. New, just like we said. This. Online fashion. Don't love. Mouse, really? Good deal. Oh, deals, like dealing cards, got it. Show boats, y'all. Turban is not for sale, quoth David Letterman back in the day. Cute. Oh, Oregon, not or for a change. Still don't know, tragically. Something's wrong here. Tie-ins. Oh, something for you. Man, was I not seeing that? Super vocalic, y'all. I should have heard of this, but have not. Anna, former Chicago resident. Anna Ivanovic, her husband played pro soccer here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Something chair, maybe not. Gets it gender euphoria, got it. Interesting. And oh, and rant. God, I was not seeing that. I was 100% fooled. Sectional couch, got it. Yes. I think that's right. It is my practice. It is not remain loose. Gel. Geez, this is not easy. I'll never fly. Pigs. Fly. Pint. I'm glad I didn't put beer. Mundane. I didn't see. I think I had seen that clue yet. That's cute. Not seeing that tragically. This is this albuterol, y'all. This like deplores dispel LSAT. All right. It took me like a minute longer to do Saturday than a Wednesday. That's a me problem. I got it. I got to tune this game up. Nora Sharp would love to wreck your USAT. Is that like an LSAT? Your today USA Today puzzle? Sure, I'll do that. GG to you. Eliana, how are you? Lurkers aplenty. Thank you for rolling in. Appreciate y'all. Well, Nora, while you organize my path to your puzzle, and I assume it's on the easy side, maybe I'll even do it faster than 6 minutes. Once again, Will Nediger, Christopher Adams, Trip Payne, Fireball Crosswords, Tim Croce, Brendan Emmett Quigley. These are just a few of the superhero Avenger type constructors that are on the table for us. Let's get the New York Times out of here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Who's next? But enough about classic rock albums. Whose puzzle is next? Let's do the Fireball. If you go to fireballcrosswords.com, I'm not timing myself other than the New York Times pretty much these days. So we move away from those, we can chat a little more. I'm sorry, I killed the chat with my someone's texting me, but not a puzzle person. Okay, Fireball Crosswords. What is Fireball Crosswords? It is a subscription crossword puzzle series service run by our old friend Peter Gordon. It's really good. If you like hard crosswords, I strongly recommend. If you don't like hard crosswords, or you find that hard crosswords are like a little tough for you, then maybe Fireball's not for you. But he's great. Does a lot of like contests. He's a great clue writer. He writes a lot of them, does Peter. So do others that he brings in. There's like a cuckoo so-called crossword once a year, like an April Fool's Day. I could go on, but I won't. Yeah, anyway, Peter, anyway, the new season just started. Great time to jump in. He does like a year, and I'm a proud subscriber, so he just got underway. This one is from like last October. I don't want to do a new one because if you take my advice and you subscribe, I don't want you to have seen it on the stream. Okay, let's rock. Oh my God, we're already 30 some seconds deep. Singer with this, no clue. All right, Nora, thank you. Assuming I have no problem getting it on my super ancient browser, then is this a shaving situation? I should tell Peter when I'm streaming his, is this? No, it's probably like a mild oath. Like, I don't know, Drat. Is this the Baltic? See, I have no idea about anything Seinfeld related. Premium, is that extra? This could be said, I don't know if that's there. Is that an X? Nora, tell me/us about your USA Today crossword. I honestly, I really Lincoln Tunnel to the, this is east something, east presumably. I really have to admit, I don't pay attention to the USA Today crossword. I'm usually looking for harder stuff, but I have no sense of that. Embarrassingly, well, Eric Agard moved on. I think, was he there? He's now at Apple. So is Amanda Rafkin editing that thing? Am I like wildly off base? Is it somebody who I should know but don't? This is dilating. Just don't know. She's great. I don't know her well. I knew her online, maybe a little bit more like during COVID. This is, what do they have? 5 leads? I don't know. Think about that. Particularly this. Yeah, tell us about USA Today. Is it like roughly the same difficulty every day? Does it get harder through the week? Is it like a core of constructors, or do they take from everybody? I really have no sense of what they're up to. Tell us or don't, as you prefer. Let's try this. Shoe something. Is this guy Irish? Is this? Oh man, the Pompatus of Love. I might sound familiar if I hear it. This is bottled water, y'all. Wow, interesting. Let's try this. I wanted this to be an S, as in shoe. Could be right. Back quarters. I wanted this to be like 5 leaved, and it just isn't. There's no way there's a number in here. Fought could be waged, could be warred. I guess this. I don't see what else that could be. What anchor would this be? Oh. Allison Pill is an actor slash Tris Lester Holt, formerly a local Chicago news guy that everybody liked. And then, well, that's probably why he got the big national job, because he's likable, very good at his job, kind of guy. This is up. Well, yes. Wait, I mean, assists. Wouldn't that be, don't they abbreviate assists like that? A steal. Yeah, he did that. He was good at those too. Sisyphus, the rock that he rolled, he was a rock roller. All right, this no. Always easy, mostly rostered with open slots. All right, sounds legit. This is this. Well, in 8 letters, silicon is 7 letters because it's not silicone. This easily could be wrong, but well, it ain't inert, not that much. This is this. Doesn't mean I'm right about the element, because so many of it and like that. Selenium, for the trivia file, element named after Selena Gomez. I like her and I like Sia, and I'm not afraid to admit it. What is this? Butler Buttles? That is a word. Guessing that's probably right. Strawberry. Good evening. What did we learn yesterday on yesterday's stream? Al. Oh, it's yeah. That's right. First of all, you got to get past the Al versus Alfred, or no, Arnold. Okay, Al. I was thinking it was Marinaro. Is it Al Malinaro? Conceivably could be. I was only 56 years old when Happy Days started. Strawberry, what did we learn yesterday? We learned that the underline in Strawberry Styles is kiwi, as in like strawberry kiwi flavored like drink or whatever. Yes. We learned a little bit, or more than a little bit, about Zach, Cody, Drake, and Josh, the John, Paul, George, and Ringo of what was that, 90s TV aughts? I have no idea. Rita or Alma. Is it really this? I am not wild about this all of a sudden, but something like that. Rita Ora, really, she lowered herself to be on that show, giving away much of her cred. Rita, very shaky move. Freudian slip. AM, FM, clearly over there, right? Are we going to get distracted and go over here? No, because I don't know what that is. We got a problem here, and it has to do with, is it T notes tracks? Is it solarium? Man, I took AP chemistry, but that was back when we only knew about like 40 elements. This is this. Let's make sure we're good here. Don't know if that's right. Trey Crowder, Trey Young, sure. Sony Trinitron, definitely. Lando, we saw Delroy Lindo yesterday, and I thought it was Lando. Eliana, I mean, admittedly, the bar is very low, but I got good feedback from people, and I also felt that yesterday's stream was, by my sad standards, above average. We had great people here. Crosswords were really good. The solving felt decent, fewer typos even maybe. But mostly it was like the material and the guests. Jesus, we did 3 Ben Zimmer grids. We did his Saturday Stumper from a week or 2 ago. We did his 2 most recent Slate minis with just the down clues. That was fun. Of course, the stuff was all great. Our friend Selbor, who's in here all the time, we did Selbor's like public crossword debut from Apple Puzzles. So yeah, good day. Wait, Sal Bando. I remember this guy. Was he a Cub or am I imagining that? Did he just have a memorable name? Anyway, he was definitely a ball player back in the day. Give it a whirl, give it a stab. Did they name an element after somebody's solarium? I mean, conceivably. As I said, I don't know like 3/4 of the periodic table, so what? I should know that. Strontium, ytterbium, could be so many things. Heat thrower. I mean, fireballer, nice. Speaking of baseball, what is going on here now? I am super not into this. Is this like meant to be platinum, but it's like really misspelled? Please don't tell me, but what would this be named after? Yikes. I mean, something bug. I think, yikes. All of a sudden, the flow has been interrupted here. The walrus of love, could that be right? Serrated. Barry White was, I mean, he was a big dude, but I don't know this. Aldous Huxley, that's most of what I know about that book. While you're happy you were at trivia, well, yeah, Eliana, that's the nice thing about, you can't get a VOD of like your local pub trivia game, but you can always check out these things later. In fact, lamest boast ever, I have a Twitch Turbo account. Is that even a boast? No, it isn't. It's more of an admission, but in any case, I have that because I don't want to see ads. And I selfishly want the VODs to not disappear in a week. So because I have a paid Twitch account, they linger for, I think it's like 60 days. So no rush, but yeah, go for it. This is depilatory. What is this? Maybe. And I don't know that. I have an on good authority that even though everyone says forte, this word is supposed to be pronounced fort or maybe both. Fort is at least right, if not like the only right way to say it. This is rattan in 6 letters or GTFO, y'all. I still don't know what that is. Some sort of tea, like, I don't know, black tea. I've never heard that word. This is your big toe or your bog tie. Nora, is your Carol? Did I give you a proper hello, Caroline? Good evening to you. And I know you're in Germany, and I know it's late. I meant to start earlier, as previously discussed, but I didn't. So thanks for staying up, if only for as long as you're here. Breaking Olympian is. Oh, is this like the breakdancing one? Probably. This puzzle was from like October, so that was like last year's Olympics were more current. This could be that. This could be. Is it T-Boz from what the hell is that group called with the chasing of the waterfalls? Oh man. Let's see if I can say it before the chat says it. I don't want to say In Vogue. What the hell were they called? Those 3 girls from Atlanta, women. Is this Hiawatha? What's going on here? No, it's true, Caro, it's true. But I sometimes do stream early on the weekends, and even sometimes. All right, well, sexennium is that 6 years? If millennium is then this would be this. Oh, B-boy. All right, so this is like a generic, like common noun. What was that woman's name who was like the breakdancing sensation, like flash in the pants in the Olympics? Um, man, oh man. I can't even remember who sang Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. What the hell? No Scrubs. I could Google it. Ray Gun. Yes, yes. Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to think of. This could be black tea. Is this a K? Yeah, I think it actually is, which is a weird, like, all right, this is I mean, a type of black tea, sure, why not? This is River, Joaquin, etc. Leaf. Pick your Phoenix, y'all. This is this. I was not even on the right track, I guess. This is this letter P, I kind of feel like it is top. What is this? Hat tip. Tip. There we go. This is something line. I want this to be Patsy Cline. This is, I mean, if it's a B, oh, beginning, what, this is basic. I still haven't thought of, Jesus, I cannot believe I can't. That's what happens when you're like, I'm getting to the, I didn't think it would happen this soon in life that I can't spit out things that I like have known forever. But yeah, I'm still, the chat's letting me like stumble around blindly and not be able to spit this out. It's kind of not a great look. Everybody in the chat knows it. Maybe I'll think about it later. If I quit talking about it, then people will quit thinking about it. This is, don't know. I wanted this to be like Pago something. I shouldn't. Oh, maths. Well done, Peter, giving the British version of static line. Starts something. Caro, I would say ordinarily I would say like, yeah, on the hard puzzles I like to do them on my own. I tell you what, if I've seen it already and you know the answer, say it, but don't jump ahead of me. So let me get a first look, but I'm not going to ask you not to say it because we do have a bunch of material I want to get to tonight too. And last night I really didn't like spread it around. It was kind of just me solving, and I like to involve the chat. This no C Sumerium. Sure, I'll take your word for it. That was not one that we ever like poured into a vial in chemistry class. That's one random one. I couldn't even begin to guess what like the symbol is. Blah, blah. Maybe this. Where's Bill Wyman? He's always saying that. Oh, day class day. Is this fastball? Let's try this and this. Starts cold, y'all. That epilates. That is clearly right. Ill fitting. Let's go loose. The Feelies, like the band of the same name. This is probably this. I don't know if Fools is that down or came out with this. Did I say that earlier? I was definitely thinking it. This could be that. Saturn. Is that the Voyager spacecraft that go to Saturn? I have no idea what that is. This could be like Edge. Is that like shaving cream? In which case, that's what I was thinking earlier, but couldn't put my finger on what Edge was. Maybe Marauder. Hmm. I maybe should know. Oh, there's a problem here. Dilating. That Bad Bunny. Oh, northeast. Let's try that. Bad Bunny for all your Super Bowl halftime show related needs. Good for that guy. Seems like a good guy after all the disrespect this country has given Puerto Rico, particularly after storms. Very cool that they are. Oh, Bad Bunny, Mad Money. Yep, a little mini theme. Peter does that. He does that. He puts like the first and last across, like he finds like cute like tie-ins and a thank you. I would not have noticed that. But yeah, glad for Bad Bunny and his crew. Guy is a massive star and good for him. This is, let's do this. It's got to be an E here, and it is brand new, just out at the Babs. Well, we're done. One way or the other, we're done in a mere 18 minutes. I would like to think that if I wasn't yakking with you guys, it might have been 17 minutes and 50 seconds. GG to you all. Nora and Strawberry and Eliana. I mean, if only you were all like in the US Senate. We get such smart women in this joint. It's like such a luxury. Caro, you're in there. Udelka. I mean, like without fail. I mean, no offense to other streamers, but I mean, I got the best chat box in the biz. Who was chasing? Oh, yeah. It ain't Salt and Peppa, although there were three of them if you count Spinderella, the DJ. Cheryl Salt James and somebody Peppa somebody. Oh, yeah. That is so embarrassing that I just am drawing a complete blank. Let's all not tell me. Let's see if by the end of the stream I can come up with whoever was chasing the waterfall. En Vogue, do I get partial credit for knowing that their nickname was the Funky Divas? No, I don't. All right, Nora, roll it back to your link. Get equal time. Our friends Selbor and Ben Zimmer were the stars of yesterday's show today. I mean, I love to have a crossword constructor in the chat box. This is Split Fiction by Shannon Rapp and Will Eisenberg. I love that. Nora, good for you. USA Today, tomorrow, the world. Is this could be that, could be that. All right, so far, doesn't look like the hardest one I've ever done. Watch me face plant the bottom half of this thing. This could be the talk thing. Yak. Ally. That's cute. Good clue, Nora. Saint JB, welcome to you. Saint JB, you're in the presence of royalty, not just pop royalty, but all of these great people. LeBron, what's up? I did enjoy, a video game related part of your stream earlier, but I can tell you I did not see you solve this, which works out well because, well, here we are. Coin maker, the Royal Mint, presumably. This, I'm going to keep moving. Although there's a theme, this thing is called Split Fiction. So I'm not sure I understand the talking. It's not the talking phase, it's talking something. Let's do this. Interesting clue. Limited Express, Forever 21. Lids, I'm quickly exhausted. Mrs. Fields, I don't know too many more mall stores than those. Dash. Alu means potato. Hot Topic, that's a mall store. Talking steps, I still don't know this. Separate or separate. This is this guy, especially if you spell it like this. Is this that woman, what's her face with the racism? No, Paula Deen. Is this the one who's cute and sassy? She might as well go on tour with the ones who were chasing the waterfalls. Because I can't remember her name either. On we go. This is. It's a good clue. I like that. Ego. Shelley, Steve, no idea. Otros, Steve, Forbes. Wow, that guy did it all. Buddy, pal, Stephanie. Let's go from the bottom up. It ain't Arches. Don't know. This is this. And this is this. And ready. Let's try this. Still not seeing that. Let's try. Gorgeous. Ithaca, New York is gorgeous. Not seeing that. Chrome? Do I not know this person? Steve Sparks. Yikes. Baby shark, Nora Shark. Nora, giving you equal time in the Baby Shark song. Is this Sammy Sosa? It is. Oh, I didn't even look at the clue. Well done. Buy one, get one is a, what is it, a half off sale? Is it a, not sure what kind of sale it is. Buy one, get one sale. Is there room for, there's not really room for that. Sure about that. Either social security number. By the way, let it not go unsaid. I haven't really said it tonight much, but thank you for joining me. Man, these chat boxes have been just stacked with great people. A lot of lurkers again tonight. Appreciate you. If I stream more often, or God forbid at a regular time, get like more of a steady, like if people knew that I was doing this at like 6 Eastern every Monday night, blah, 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 you get it. But so far I haven't seemed commit myself to a schedule like that, but I could. I'm in town for like the next 4 weeks. I could do like a mini time slot. And the Australian Open is ending, which will open up the evenings. Although, man, I've been busy like doing other things than watching that, blah, blah. Caro, yeah, that's a good time slot for you. I get it. Caro, how's Germany, by the way? We haven't really talked about are you, I mean, you know, it's just not this. We haven't talked much about Germany. And, you know, even though that's not your full name on there, feel free to not, but tell us something about Germany. Like, are you from there? Did you move there? Are you German? Are you American? Are you like a student? Are you a spry 90-year-old? Like, what's your deal? We don't know. All I know really is that you're in Germany. Your attendance is excellent here. You're a friend of Udelka. That's roughly all I know. All right, this is this etouffee or gumbo? Well, in 8 letters, it's probably this. This is probably that. We just saw the edge of a jigsaw puzzle, so let's keep it going. Eyes on the road, y'all. Caroline, half German, half Colombian. Wow. Man, oh man, there must be some good food in your house. That is really cool. I would say for the average, like occasional recreational international traveler, they're more likely to have been to Germany and not Colombia than vice versa. But no, I have in fact been to Colombia, if only for one day. Went to Cartagena on a cruise a year ago, and man, did I like it. But Germany, that along with Switzerland and Spain are like 3 just gaping holes in my very occasional European lifetime travel log. This has to be something 1 half off sale. This is scones, seems scones. You're 28. So am I. One of the many things you and I have. We both like crosswords. We're both too young to be the president. All right, this is Moldy Peaches, like the band of the same name. This is, what is this? Crap, Rage. 2-for-1 sale. Why, man, furthest thing from my mind. We are twinsies. Caroline, it is not clear. I don't have a clear memory of the day I was born. We might be twins for all I know. I mean, where did you say you were? You were born in Germany. Maybe I was. I wasn't. I mean, I was there, but I don't know. I take people's word for it. All right, let's knock out the rest of this grid. If I shut up about Germany, then we could knock this thing out, and then we could try to figure out what the hell is going on talking stage. So this thing is called split fiction. Why? I have no idea, not yet at least. What's this theme answer? Easily written off, erasable ink. Common wood for ships. Pine, like a cheap coffin. I have no idea what the answer is there. This. Pear wood is hardwood. I don't know if that's a ship wood. Teak wood? Do they make ships out of teak? They make furniture, so sure, why not? Pass. PPS. After an afterthought, exactly. Fall flower is a mom genetically modified org. This is this. All right. Well, the more I shut up, the faster we go on this. Let's face it, not hardest in the world grid, but hey, USA Today is not trying to be hard. They're trying to, give a solid crossword to the masses, and they do. And I am proud that my friends, Nora and Will, are on the roster, as they should be. This is Eve. Well, there's a lot of things I don't know about Eve the rapper, and that is one of them. Good for you, Eve. Take it out. Lizard is like the Spider-Man bad guy in a lab coat, or is that his name? Lizard, I don't remember what his name was, but that's definitely like Spider-Man villain bad guy. This is a wad of cash, waxes. I thought this was gonna be wages. Wait, let me catch up. Caroline, you are studying English and Spanish, literature and linguistics and education. Good for you. Wow. Well, that is very consistent with your puzzle enthusiasm. So if this is waxes and waxes and wait, this is X and this is tax D duck to this is wrong. Sports club, is this a sports bar? A bat, like physically, like a baseball bat is a club. Got it. So this is this. Will and Nora, am I doing okay on your puzzle? Am I embarrassing myself with like wrong answers? Only you can judge. Stella Parks, is that like a famous chef? Chrome collection. Oh, is this like the browser? Is this tabs? Yeah, it is the browser. Got it. Bulges. Could not think of that. This is buddy, pal, tip, alert, apart, place for a fish pedicure. A bass pedicure. Did I have one last week? I certainly did, and I'm not afraid to admit it. After years of being told by people, go get a pedicure, I've actually started doing that, like in the last 6 months. This is why a fish pedicure, though, I ask you. If only there was somebody here who would know why the writers of this crossword chose to say that. Caro, you're into crosswords, study 2 languages, sure. Study European studies. Before that, politics, language. I had to learn Russian. Wow. Good night. Yeah, Caroline, my God, you're like a walking UN. You could get like you could make some serious coin as a UN translator. I met one on my cruise over the holidays. This woman was like the queen of the UN. She lives near there, like around the east side. She like is a translator there. She's written books. It's pretty neat. Okay, these are slugs. Tag. FDA and this. Let's do the long ones. Ahora. I do not speak a lot of Spanish, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Moves? Sure. iPads. All right. Friend is amigo. After we land this plane on this grid, try to figure out what's going on with this theme. Ova. Red, giant, red panda, sure. S. GG. Wow, that is a hardcore GG. Selbor, speak of the devil. Did you hear us mention you, Selbor? Talking about all the great people who were here yesterday, whose puzzle we did yesterday. Caroline, oh my God. Little Hebrew or Russian? Wow. Carol, if you ever feel like speaking another language in the chat box, don't hold back. It'd be great. People tell you to become a spy. Interesting, Carol. Interesting. Well, that Colombian German combo is not a cliche. That's a neat one. All right, so this puzzle is called Split Fiction. And so far, I have no idea why. Was there were there circles in this grid like in the newspaper? I assume not, because they would probably be in this interface. So what's with Split Fiction? Pretty literal / easy. Well, if it's split, is it going across the middle of like two words? No. I assume that these three at a minimum are the themed answers. They may be the only ones. Exactly. Carol, we're on to you. And if instant user 000 ever says, I'm not really Rihanna, well, that's exactly what Rihanna would say. Okay, talking stage. Split. What's split? What's fiction? I am not seeing it. Shannon, Will, want to give me a nudge? Somebody, I am not following you on the old split fiction front here. And the rest of the class, would you like to dive into a Brendan Quigley puzzle, a Will Nediger puzzle, Christopher Adams, a Trip Payne? Man, that Trip Payne grid is huge. We don't have to finish it tonight if we started. We did a fireball, I believe we just did it. Tim Croce, there's so many. Okay, there's a word for fiction that appears split in each one, really? Oh, a tail? Oh, tail. Oh, cute. So you have TAL here. And then you have TA. So you have the E here. Then you have TA and LE. Then you have T and then ALE. Okay, got it. So you've got, okay, so without circles, it's up to the solver to figure it out. And tragically, not everyone in the country has the luxury like I do of having both crossword writers hang out with them while they solve it. So, some random like Oklahoma City resident, or, Phoenix, Arizona hotel guest might knock this thing out and then not get the title. But thanks to you guys, I get it. All right, nice puzzle. Good job. Okay, let's change it up. Well done on the puzzle. Let's let it not go unsaid. All right, we're moving on. Hey, it's my pleasure. Okay, chat, now is your chance to pick, or I will. Do you want to see a Will Nediger? I forget if it's themeless. Christopher Adams had a puzzle that like onion, what the hell do they call that thing? Like the cartoon of the guy, like the creepy guy looking into a window. Yes, ha ha ha. Yes is the name of Christopher Adams' puzzle. Trip Pain, is that something different that we've now like mentioned and not done the last couple times I've streamed crosswords? Oh, speaking of going back and looking at VODs, may I recommend last week's Only Connect game with our friend Michael Sobin, with some good trivia from Nat Koo. I still have it sitting right here, actually. That was a good one. Now that I'm not traveling next week, we maybe I would have to hustle. Geez, it's already Thursday, but maybe we can knock out, we can like throw, I usually like to book the guests like a week out or 10 days out for an Only Connect stream and really lock it down. But problem is the week after next, everyone or so many of my like puzzle pals and I are starting our Connections League, COQL, Connections Online Quiz League. Oh, and by the way, it is still possible to sign up for it. Give me a second. Shout out. If you are interested in playing in the Connections Online Quiz League, go here. Wow, very Googleable. You can join, it's teams of 3. You can join with 2 friends. You can join solo and be assigned to a scratch team. People do that. There are really good teams that didn't know each other and signed up individually. Come play against me and my buddies, including Ben Zimmer. It's a nice thing. Start playing, you will end up like moving toward whatever water level you're at. So whether you're kind of beginners or more experienced, tougher, less tough, you'll get good games. The material's awesome. If you've seen Only Connect or Connections games on the stream, you'll know what I'm talking about. The New York Times Connections game was actually taken from the BBC quiz show Only Connect, which is the format that we play in this league. It starts 2 weeks from now, and I mention that because it gets tricky to book like friends to play Only Connect on Twitch here, because we all have games like once a week, and you don't really generally know too far in advance what day you're playing. Benji Zimmer, good evening. What did you miss? Well, we just did Nora Sharp and Will Eisenberg's USA Today puzzle. I knocked out a couple New York Timeses. I went slow on an easy one and fast on a hard one, weirdly. And what else? What did we do after that? I'm already forgetting. Oh, we did a Fireball. Peter Gordon's Fireball. Go to fireballcrosswords.com if you like hard crosswords. Subscribe like I do. With that said, wait, I'm sorry. I'm lagging the chat again. ponderclub.co. Have I done any minis on Ponder? Considering that I haven't heard of it, I think the answer is no. We have minis. I don't do a lot of minis on or off the stream. Not gonna lie. Instant user, are you a Ponder mini fan? Ben, plug away. You're saving me the trouble of doing it. Somebody asked earlier if that thing was like dropping soon. And the answer is, I knew the answer was yes, but Ben's got the deets. Katie Grog, Natan Last, and Ben Zimmer. 3 of my puzzle pals, I'm proud to say. Yeah, looking forward to that. Ben, I will catch that soon. If you say it's about to drop. Super easy and wait, instant user, do you write these things? They're an alternative to New York Times games. Well, all right, let's say I'm not going to do one right now. I will check them out, but I mean, I don't do a lot of minis here. You know, hard material and downs only and like cryptic stuff and the occasional variety stuff is more my speed. Somebody said they love the BEQ idea. That was Eliana. Eliana, one of the old school ride or dies on this stream. Eliana, a veteran of our Only Connect game, a recent player. Eliana, did you play Dan Blim's game? I don't think you played. Yeah, no problem. Shout out whatever you like. I don't think you played last week's. Yeah, Michael Sobin's game. Yeah, Dan, man, Dan, isn't he good? I mean, they're both great. Brendan Quigley, Quart Toppers. I would expect Sharp Toppers to be more Brendan's thing because, you know, like Ben Zimmer, he loves to write crosswords about rock and roll. Let's go to his Monday theme. I didn't get to it yesterday. It's weird for me to stream crosswords 2 days in a row, but that is exactly what we're doing. Tomorrow night, I will be elsewhere, specifically seeing Kevin Nealon, one-time SNL SNL, not S and L. Weekend Update anchor, and a guy who honestly is a lot funnier than I gave him credit for. I thought he was kind of a stiff when he was in Saturday Night Live, but he's funny. Stand-up is good. Also a talented like painter, an interesting guy. And he was like a quarterback of like college or certainly high school, maybe a college football team. Oh, Kevin Nealon, you contain multitudes. And then Saturday night, I think I am probably gonna go see David Spade do some stand-up. I'm a fan. I've never seen him perform live either. Caroline, thank you. Thank you for staying up. I'm sorry I keep streaming like on the late side. I know that it is late for you. Appreciate you. Good seeing you. Do it again sometime soon, I hope. And have a good weekend because I'm not sure when my next stream will be. Oh, speaking of weekends and crosswords, Strawberry, thanks for popping in. You have yourself a good evening. Strawberry Kiwi Styles turns out to be her full name. I didn't know that till yesterday. All right, bosswords.org. If you're free Sunday afternoon, come play their Winter Wonder Solve. That ought to be good, as it always is. Our friends over at Bosswords. A little counter programming during the like one Sunday without football as we move towards Super Bowl. Man, Strawberry, Eliana, Ben Zimmer, a mention of Katie Grog. It's feeling very coffee and crosswords-ish in here tonight. We got to get Katie back in the game. She's played a couple times, only connect. Okay, what was I babbling about? Everything other than Brendan Emmett Quigley's crossword. Did I share it? I did. All right. Well, we don't have clues on the screen because, you know, the browser, when it gets this narrow, we could like go down. No, I was going to do that for his themed one. Let's use all the clues on this thing. In fact, let's go bananas and like get the clues right onto this. Funny. If this thing is off the edge of my computer, then you don't even get the whole like browser window. I feel like Brendan's getting like short shrift here. Is this grid big enough? Is it better if I make it bigger? Chet Sellers, what is up? We have a Chet in the chat. My fellow attorney and fellow Northwestern grad, Bruce Wolf, who is a really funny, clever guy, used to do sports during his legal career on a very popular, very St. J. I would do that, except I like to look at the chat box on the left side of my screen. I only have a 27-inch monitor, so. Anyway, I mentioned Bruce Wolf because he did the sports on a few different radio shows over the years, this popular comedy talk station here in Chicago. And rock station, blah, blah, blah. There were actually two stations, an AM one and FM one. And why am I off about Bruce Wolf? Because on Fridays, his character, he did sports. He called himself Chet Chit Chat. So when Chet Sellers shows up in the chat box, that's what I'm reminded of. All right, enough of that. Let's turn the clock on. I'm going to say, give me the first pass through. No help for the moment, but chat box, I'll turn to you as usual if I slow down or need a little nudge. But for starters, let me knock this thing out. And then with so many people here, especially St. J, who, let's face it, has been like a crazy source of correct answers on the stream. St. J like never misses. We'll get to, let's do that trip pain one next, or at least we'll start it because that's like a fun group project. It just removes the stuff around the crossword. Oh, full screen. I'm sorry. I thought you meant like, got it. Oh, look at you with the great, oh my God. St. J, for reasons involving crossword skill and now like Windows skill, I continue to wonder why it's me and not you. St. J, do you stream crosswords? You seem to be quite the expert. Although we've got a lot of those here. This Ralph Bakshi is a cartoonist. So this is going to be this. Let's turn the clock on. Caddies drive. They drive Cadillac drivers around. They kind of do that. I would say the jungle in 9 letters, but this is probably an E. Right. Let's look at some more. I don't know who that is. Is this some sort of antitrust Act, the Sherman Antitrust Act, for example. Oh, this is RICO. This is like the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, how they go after the mob. I'm not sharing the new window now? What? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna stop the clock. What is going on? Oh, it changed. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It opened in a new window. Okay, got it, got it. Okay, let's unshare and share. Thank you for letting me know. I mean, I'm not looking closely at the stream. It's funny. But this out. I just saw a grid on my, like, you get it. I was still seeing the old one. Now, should we start over? Yeah, let's do that, even though you heard me talk about it. All right, Ralph Bakshi, this cartoonist, sells. Oh yeah, this guy, you didn't see it yet. Are we now sharing? We are. Okay, so this is some NASCAR person. No clue. Law enacted, blah, blah. Oh, wait. The, the clock is blinking as if to say, turn me back on. Well, this is a perfect time to do that because we haven't seen anything new since I turned it off. All right, now this is car something. This is Eric Satie. No, Eric Carl. No. We win a Peace Prize. Either I'm beginning to wonder if cells is right. Not a snowstorm, a dust storm. Eliana, I live to serve. All right, this is well, the first Super Bowl was Green Bay Packers 35, Kansas City Chiefs 10. Let's just assume I know the scores of all of them. Nope, the only other one I know is Super Bowl 20. Super Bowl Shuffle Bears 46, hapless New England Patriots 10. That was then the most lopsided Super Bowl score, as befits the most dominant team of all time. No, I will hear no dissent from that. All right, this is not seeing it, nor that. Mos Def. Don't know. Chet Sellers, how are you? What have you been up to? St. J, it's been a sec. What have you been up to? Oh, and may I say, and I can't say it often enough, lurkers, chatters, thank you for joining me. Man, we've had so many great people in here lately. I'm like spoiled. We get like 100 views of these things, unless I do it at like 7 in the morning. And like people keep watching them after. I mean, I'm humbled and thrilled. All right, this is King Herod. I mean, it's 9 letters. I have no idea if that makes sense. Let's say that's probably wrong. This iced, no. Could be right, actually. It is really looking like it is right. Don't know. Yeah, Chet, yeah. Are you familiar with my filmography? As between Uncle Buck and the wordplay movie, you would think. And yet, you would think I had been to Germany, not Columbia. So there you go. This is a special effect. Alien. I don't think ET Alien works. That would be kind of redundant. I hear a door opening. If it isn't the cleaning crew coming to attend to my office. This is St. Louis. Is that Nora Sharp and Friends? I am not crazy about this all of a sudden. On we go. Is this an A? Failed to tip stiff, y'all. I mean, I want this to be like ATM fees because it's vaguely plastic related, but that's not right. Not seeing this either. Oh, it could be like a solar, like a lens flare. What's a UV? Take a trip. Drop acid. It's not a D. All right, on we go. Is this Ivied. My God. The I was right and the rest of it was wrong. Let's try this. Ivied walls, list of demands. This. This is so much better. Hey, if it isn't something possibly Rico. Crime ring, what's with the question mark? Don't know, someone non-crosswordish is texting me. Spun. Sugar, like the Sugar Spun Sister in that absolutely perfect Stone Roses song of roughly the same name, kept out of sight, under wraps. It's not a verb, y'all. It's probably that. Is this something row? Undercover? Seeing it yet. Nor this. That. A lot. Many? Let's say that's that, and that's that, and that's. Is this grabby, greedy, underwater? Eh. Was this not shown? Prime ring, insert politics joke here. It's not seeing that. Is this saffron? No. On we go. This is not wild about this. All right. As soon as we land this plane, we will take a look at Trip Payne's puzzle. How long have we been streaming? An hour 19. All right, that'll, if I get a move on. Chet Sellers, if I shut up for a second, you're a funny guy. Lead the class. Throw out a topic or two. Lead the discussion. You're more than capable. I've seen your stream. All right, this is Drake May. There's nothing in them. Empty sets, y'all. Hello. No basura. Oh, that's not true. I emptied it and then I didn't. Just, thank you. Just poquito de papel. All right, thanks a lot. Okay, you're back. Amen, man. You said it, bro. Chet, have you fallen asleep? As viewers of this stream inevitably do, used one's kitchen is in more ways than one. How interesting. This is ate at home, conceivably. Maybe this is right. Let's do this. This. Oh, this is a baseball thing. Got it. Nice one. This is this. We haven't seen this yet. Farm. Stay. I'm not crazy about that. Although it's starting to look right. This is that. A farm stay. What a weird. She would buy them for half. We saw a buy one, get one sale earlier, so. For, oh, herself. It's way better fit. What novel would that be? Oh, I don't know. Perhaps the novel Mrs. Dalloway. Wow, Chad, I'm so sorry. I've put you all to sleep. I hope everyone is getting a lot of rest. Chad has gone dead. Or is it because everyone just likes watching me screw up crosswords? I mean, that is my brand. My signature move. This is one of 3 movies that I assume this is like movie related. That James Dean made 3 movies. East of Eden, Giant, and of course, Rebel Without a Cause, before dying tragically in a car accident. This is, I mean, Kind of Blue. Where's Ben Zimmer? Who's that? Is that Miles Davis? Embarrassingly, I'm not even sure. This is, oh, Something Free. What do we don't, what kind of plastic do we not like? Wait, under, kept out of sight, something. What is going on here? I mean, the whole phrase is apparently an adjective, but I'm still Not seeing it. Police tape. Nice. That's a good one. All right. So we got, oops, we got a problem. Undetected, because this is clearly this. And Turner Classic Movies. I was not thinking of a cable channel at all. I didn't have anything. All right. We saw that. GMO free is not going to get the job done. Take a trip. This. Can't spit out whatever the hell this is if I even ever knew it. King Herod is not going to get the job done. What's this? Is this rolled doll? Presumably, and yet what maybe was the play Giant not James Dean movie related? Maybe it wasn't. I don't know anything about that play. Oh, it's James and the Giant Peach. It's got to be James and the Giant Peach. All right, so this is, I want this to be Eric Satie, and yet it is not. On we go. Primary is at Maine. It is. Is this? It is. Is this some kind of a bike? Did like maybe Count Basie, super vocalic, y'all. Each vowel exactly once in the name Count Basie. Is the chat box broken? I mean, the chat box has been so chatty lately, and now it's like stone dead. Well, I hope everyone is enjoying their nap, his or her or their nap. What is this? Still don't know that. It's kind of embarrassing. This is a heathen, a peahen. Lurk away, lurk away. Please. I mean, I'm flattered if anyone's here in any way. Instant, Udelka, Eliana. Eliana, there are those. Interestingly, there are some that have a vowel, some that have a Y, and some that do not. I would refer you to the Facebook group entitled Shockingly Super Vocalics. The old rule of thumb and semi-joke is that more than one Y is okay, but more than one Y is Y abuse. So for example, Rocky and Bullwinkle is okay because there's one Y, but the U2 song Mysterious Ways has the letter Y twice. So that does not qualify. However, the U2 song Ultraviolet does qualify because it obviously has no Ys. And now you know. Oh, the other thing is a super vocalic with a Y has been called a Uri. 4 letters, 1 typo. It's pretty bad. Uri vocalic is what some have called a super vocalic with a Y and all 5 regular vowels. Okay, is this Anwar Sadat? No, that the Clinton Accords thing was like 1993-ish. It's not Reagan. It's not Gorby. All right, on we go. David Niven, David Frost. So this is legislate. This is, don't know, it's an A. Seeing it. Wait, this. I want this to be Asiago, and it is not. Well, the L really feels like it's right, but we'll find out. All right, on we go. This is an Ent, a hobbit, a dwarf, conceivably. Get tired of this. Let's. Does anybody here know why nurses should always carry red pens? Does anyone know that? In the Collins Dictionary, there are 262 what definitions of the word set? I lost the thread. Are those the super vocalics? In the Collins Dictionary, St. J, not following you. This is that this conceivably? Super vocalics with a Y. How do you know that, St. J? The answer man, if indeed you are a man. Sports, wears, not a verb. This doesn't have to be an E, but who is this? Don't tell. Oh, this is, I wanted this to be Lech Walesa. but like these letters are shifted up. Scrabble, look up. Saint J, are you like a Scrabble star? Would not surprise me. I want this to be like acid or faced, and yet what is going on here? There's a tree with pink flowers. Please don't tell me. This could be like that, in which case, let's try that. String cheese, y'all. This is a W. This is an N. Does anybody know why a nurse should carry a red pen? This was in the New York Times cryptogram. I know you all are paying subscribers of the newsprint paper 7 days a week, so that on Tuesday and Thursday, solve the cryptogram. I get it. I'm not going to embarrass you by making you all say that you do that. LASIK, eye surgery. This is re-ink. Oh, the word was starts with a W in some circles. Was this for the book Night? Well, no, this was, no, the Peace Prize. So the Nobel Prizes are given out in Stockholm, Sweden, and there is an excellent Nobel Prize museum that I strongly recommend if you ever go to Stockholm. I'm not even like a big museum person, certainly not a big art museum person, but man, what a great museum. And on the second floor above the museum, that's where they meet and like decide who wins the awards. But the Peace Prize is given out in Oslo, which is how I am told I should be pronouncing Oslo. So now you know. Nesberg, good evening to you. How are you? Is this probably, is this probably, is this probably net gain? What? Rose. Last theorem for Mott. Net gain. Oh, you gain a fish in your net. Beautiful. This is something math for their own sake. Nesberg, we just said goodbye to our friend in Germany. So you, as the world turns, you pick up the slack. I get it. Is this good old Arafat? Probably. Billie Eilish won, I mean, AMAs. I think despite her many gifts, she's probably not a 7 CMA. And this is, it's got to be the Rams. It's not St. Louis or LA Rams, I assume. It's not STL. Yeah, that sounds about right. When they won it, did the 49ers do that? Ben Zimmer, you know everything about like pop and rock music history. Oh, I just put my hand down on the keyboard. And Ben knows a ton about baseball. But Ben, are you like a Super Bowl trivia guru? It might make you close your eyes. It could Tampa. That sounds super plausible. That was, or was that like a newish stadium? Tampa Bay. What? St. J and Nesberg. Nesberg, I know you're a football fan. I believe you're a Packers fan. This is something here is not working for me, like at all. Storm front. But enough about that Billy Joel record. Something here is, Rico's got to be right. Something here is wrong. Caddies drive. I want this. Oh, golf carts, cart races, something. All right. This could be a different team than the Rams. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, his initials are TV. Where do you expect it to be? This is for their own sake. Is this meta math? Just for fun math? Most deaf. Something yes. Is this a Y? Let's try this. JM, good evening to you. Man, look at this all-star team. This is like the world's best at crosswords softball team ever. This is this hose before bros. I still don't know this. I want this to be some sort of heathen, and yet it is not. If this isn't cart paths, all right. So that's not the vehicle. It's this golf caddies driving the golf cart, blah, 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 blah. You get it. All right, so this is Sylvester. I don't know my New Testament. Let's face it. I just clearly don't. Most deaf totes, my goats, y'all. All right, this is, oh my God. Were we not just talking about the fact that this stream like put the entire chat box to sleep? Look, if it isn't a Brendan Quigley publicly embarrassing me, how dare you? All right, is this Alan? Is this guy? Oh, Saint Stephen, it's 2 words, got it. All right, just to confirm, the Rams, pure math, I lost. Arafat, all right, we've seen all the clues, Saint Stephen, BPA, that sounds right. And hey, if it isn't celebratory confetti, thank you, Brent. Oh, Deuterino, full marks to you, Deuterino. 20 minutes for a PEQ while chatting. Can live with that. Yes, exactly. Well, Saint JB presumably, no, wait, Saint JTB is presumably a friend of Saint Stephen. So, I mean, Saint J, if you've got the inside dirt on Saint Stephen, do tell. What he was martyred? What did he do? Exactly. Why do nurses carry red pens in case they need to draw blood? That was a New York Times cryptogram. Should I like interrupt the stream as I so often do to like take a totally unnecessary detour? Sure, let's do that. I love to be able to say when that was in. March 10th of 2022, y'all. All right. All right. I submitted 6 cryptograms on the day that I submitted the draw blood joke. And in case you're getting bored with the crosswords, read them and weep in the chat. Okay, those are separate lines on an Excel chart, but they all got jammed together. Okay, we have been hyping and like teasing this trip pain crossword for way too long. It is time to put one's money where blah, blah, blah. Let's get X word back open. Would somebody like to explain to the class what a something different crossword is? I can do it, or you can. Let's share this. Oh my God. The whole thing didn't even post to preserve the Hollywood side, I'm sure. That's 6 of them. I'll let somebody else count or not. Thank you, Udelka. I'll take that as America enjoying that joke. Holly, wasn't that the name of one of his many presumably paid girlfriends? All right. So a something different puzzle is an unusual crossword where the clues can be just random phrases. Like, how did Paul Bunyan chop down trees? Answer, with a big axe. So like you wouldn't see with a big axe in a regular crossword because that doesn't like really exist in the language. But in puzzles like this, you get these crazy long answers that consist like of these like, custom phrases that fit like that, and then clues are written to fit. So like beverage that gives you a sinking feeling could be a, hit an iceberg cola or whatever. However, you could guess at the long ones all day and like be wrong. But the good news is that oftentimes the short like answers, like this one that is, I'm guessing this, not sure, can give you the letters you need to like get a toehold. Like, so for example, if there's something that's clearly Raiders of the Lost Ark and you're like, it could be like Ark, that's gold, or it could be, coveted Ark. So like, you get it. If you know Ark is in there somewhere, then like the crossing letters can like help you get going. With that said, like enter this hugely prominent expressway with via a ramp. This is going to be a group project. I've been doing too much just me-ing and not enough all of us-ing lately. What I ask, however, is that you don't get ahead of me. I would like to have seen like every clue. Michael Sobin, our only Connect writer friend who hosted a game here last week. Michael was on here with me a couple months ago and we knocked out one of these something different puzzles. This one is by our friend Trip Payne. Note the copyright. Whoa. Note the copyright at the bottom. 1993. What? I mean, Jesus, Eliana was only like 60 years old then. Just kidding. No, so this is like an old school puzzle. I have an archive of trips. I mean, there's some like weird credential on these things. Copyright the American Crossword Federation. What? Are you kidding me? Exactly. Well, Eliana, I mean, that's it. I mean, you're clearly losing your memory. All right. So yeah, we can solve together. I just ask that, we do it at the same pace. You get it. Beverage that gives you a sinking feeling. Ambiguous novelist. It could be unclear writer. In fact, I strongly suspect that one or both of those words are right. All right, on we go. I'm going to do some short fill to give you guys a chance, and ladies, a chance to do like name, writer. I like unclear there. Eliana, I remember that you are a something different super fan. That sounds familiar. You were like super into it. We've done a couple of these in the last 6 months-ish. Dub, I want this to be this, in which case, oh, author. That's way better than writer. Okay. I am gonna let you all, I'm not just gonna like plonk my guesses, much though I love to do that. Okay, like this one, I think I see the answer, for example, and I'm sure somebody here does too. A something different cryptic, get out of here. Wow. All right, beverage. Um, This could just be like a tea or something, or it could be a Nestea, or it could be a latte. I mean, it could be a lot of things. 23 across ends in America. I strongly agree. In fact, I think you'll find that it could be a version of Senka. Absolutely. Although what would come after it? This could be. Around America, exactly. That is exactly what I thought it was. Okay, now there could be more. Okay, this one I think I see. This one I see. If you're elderly like me, then you know who Arledge is he still alive? I don't know. Okay, this one's pretty much that answers itself. Not seeing all of that one. Of that icons definitely do. Well done. Eliana St. J, you're off to a hot start. Good for you. This, I'll give you a hint. This guy's name was Rune Arledge. He was the head of ABC Sports, like Wide World of Sports, Monday Night Football, Olympics, blah, blah, whatever, whatever. But if it's unlike him, then it's, okay, Noisy Duck, Quacker, exactly what I thought. This is not kosher anything. Something meat and, oh. Okay, got it. I got this. Blank meat and groceries, a boxer's remark. Finnish donkey's uncle. Got this. Concerning slugger Mel. The first guy, I think, ever? Was he the first guy to hit 500 home runs? Babe Ruth obviously had what, 714 was it? But maybe did it earlier? Eliana, you have proven yourself over and over in this string. Instant user, AKA Rihanna, the actual Rihanna. For those of you, we have got a lot of lurkers here tonight, maybe some first-time lurkers. Did you know that Rihanna, the pop star, is actually not only a fan of this stream, but comments here under the name Instant User 000? It's true, as far as I know. All right, this is unrune, not like Rune Arledge. So this is cute. Well, the idea that this was cute, a QU, it's no surprise. Okay, I see the first part. Yeah, quicksand, exactly. St. J. Agreed. This is due or due rightful. Okay, well, the obvious part of this is now filled in. But Barbie, it's not Ken quiz because I don't think this is a Q. Okay, this Seems pretty obvious. This seems very solvable. This is not Ender's Game. It is what it is. Anybody? There's a bit of a lag, I believe. In fact, if I lean forward, no, there's not that much of a lag. Okay, only a couple seconds. Kentest, well done. It is the Kentist of all the British dukes. All right, right crazy blank. I mean, I wanted this to be clue, like, what is this? Oh, well, this is cone time. I'm just gonna say it when it's obvious. Oh, wait, somebody said it. Eliana, Eliana, it's your time to shine. KO's Eliana, you are definitely like you're my kindred spirit. I get a kick out of these. I think these things are fun. KO's keep me in groceries, yes. And clue crazy, yeah, crazy cat. Yeah, the old school comic strip, crazy cat. Well, if we keep moving, maybe we can knock this thing out today. We don't have to do the whole thing. We're only an hour and 43 deep. So we're off to a very good start. Let's keep going. Pram murals. Okay, I see 10 down. Akron hitchhiker's sign. I think I see that, although I'm not sure I like the logic of it with the clue. On we go. A dwarf primps. I see half and maybe all of that. Stroller art is good. Yeah, gotta be right. And quicksand, if I see this now. Ohio thumbs, that's so much better. I was thinking, no, I don't think, I don't think thumbs would be, we would clue that with sign. I mean, is it a sign that they are a hitchhiker? I guess that would make sense. Yeah, quicksand soda clearly is called for. I wanted this to be Ohio or bust, but that just does not work because you're already in Ohio. Okay, I mean, I could be convinced. Is this something baby? No, it's okay. I see. I see some of this because this ends in an S. It's clearly Ohio. All right, let's keep moving. Two klutzy remarks. I see that answer. Watery expanse filled with plant life. I have a guess here. In 8 letters, I might be wrong. Fuel industry maverick. I have an 8-letter guess there. Works with that L. It hangs in an abandoned steeple. Not sure. Off the side panel. Do it. Do it. I am not using the side panel, but that's not a brag. I'm like trying to read the chat box and move around. Also, this is not my first rodeo. I have done my share of these things. 13. Where are we looking? Nesberg, 13 down. Don't you dare put answers when I haven't seen the clue yet. No, no big deal. But yeah, please don't get ahead of me. Oops, I strongly agree. Nesberg, I probably said that before you rolled in here. 13 down. All right, I'll catch up to you. Era's on it. That is a very legit guess. Is it consistent with my earlier guesses? Not that one. Not that one. Okay, this is not right. And I know it's not right because I know what this is. This is, I know the second half of that. Mystic writing on bark. I don't know. Doctrines is exactly what I had here. Not seeing this clearly all of a sudden. Is this, just for a hot second, is this actually the answer to this clue? Oops. Okay, let's keep C. I wanted this to be Algae Bay for the record when we only had the letter L, but I was outvoted by every other letter and St. J. This is becoming pretty obvious, or at least more clear. This On the second half, this is another second half of this. This is becoming more clear and more clear as we see answer possibilities here. I'll give you a hint. This, wait, have we seen this yet? Okay, I see the second half of this, and I bet you do too, but I'll tell you it's 4 letters because the mountain route is a pass. So this is with cats and dogs. Oh, yeah, it ends in bell. I strongly agree. Era's able, Era Sable, that's St. J smarting off, I see. Yep. Era's able, Era Parsegian, is that how you pronounce it? Also coached Northwestern University. Let's not, I mean, let's not give Notre Dame all of the, attention. This is becoming pretty clear. This is, what is this? This might not be oops. What is? Okay. I all of a sudden am wondering if this is an L. What is going on? What's their new deal? Are they able to pay like $1 billion to their players under the new like likeness, blah blah? Don't they need that money to like settle lawsuits? Yeah, I said it. I don't care. Interlock and overhead railway. Sorry if I just offended you. I mean, I don't want to. So, there's a fine line between having opinions and offending people, I guess. This is, well, clearly if it's cats and dogs, then what is it? Use L? Yeah, agreed. Eliana, you're on it. And if it's pigeonhole, then it's if Notre Dame is in the top 12 or 16, they are automatically in the playoffs. What? Why? Because like America loves to watch Notre Dame. I don't get why. Oh, well, do they do that strictly on rankings? Or is there like a playoff committee? I don't pay any attention to college football. The strength of schedule is questionable. Da, da, da. Okay, got it. Yeah, right. So they can like schedule who they want. Understood. Got it. Someone guessed 33 across. And I thought it was, oh yeah, St. J had an oil rebel. St. J, you're doing your best me impression by like, you know, saying all the answers. But I did invite people to solve, so I'm not trying to slow you down. You do you. Whatever you do is fine with me. Last season they made a new singular. Ugh. Pigeonhole is don't know. Oh my God, what a clue. I mean, it ain't Oh Canada. I mean, there's too many letters, but also it just factually is not Oh Canada. St. J, I don't wanna yuck your yum. You're doing great. I'm not telling you to not be you. Anger Hagar's dog. Well, what the hell was Hagar the Horrible's dog? Was it Snert in that newspaper crossword? For you young kids, newspapers are a thing that there used to be these things called newspapers. What they would do is they would print the internet and then bring it to your house like a day after you already knew about it. Anyway, so there were cartoons that were in newspapers called comic strips, and that is what this was. Hagar the Horrible. Okay. It starts O Glacier, still don't see it. Ingredient in Rainbow Goddess cheese. This is pretty clear to me what that is. Blank, the capital of New Jersey. I also am seeing this letters. The meeting plan cable channel. Wow. No idea what he's going for there. Owned ventilators. Oh, so yeah. So yeah, for those of you, let's say, for those of you under like 20, that's what a newspaper is. For those of you under 15, paper is when they cut down a tree and they mash it up into a flat surface and they print things on it. And then for those of you under age 10, a tree is like you know, like a plant you might see in your house when you're on the rare occasion that you're not looking at a screen. But it's bigger and it's like, it's very large and it's like outside of your house. All right, anger, Hagar's dog. I am not seeing the verb there. Soundproof a baseball glove. Second part's pretty clear. Revenue agents, pranks. I have a guess. Trenton, absolutely. Eliana, you're onto something. Well, it's not Trenton is. Let's go Trenton's. Let's do an apostrophe S. Udelka, you know, I mean, some of these kids need to know what a tree is. I mean, you and I are in our late teens, we know. And this is anyone, speaking of trees, does anyone have this? And this, we did Oil Rebel. Ooh, look at that. We've got an EVEL both there and there. Tree rune, exactly. Not to be confused with a tree root. This, wow, look at that. We've got, I don't think this is going to be a rebel again. Well, okay, wait, we didn't finish thinking this through. Somebody said OSEL for the Frank bomb? Use L? Oh, it's use, oh, L Frank bomb being the full name of the guy. Got it. Okay, so use his characters. I was thinking like characters of the alphabet. I was wildly off base with this. Okay, got it. I understood neither half of this. Now I get it. Okay. Okay, so you remake Oz by using like the Tim Woodsman, blah, blah. Got it. Yeah. This seems very gettable. Anybody care to plonk that for us? This is, I mean, root file pets. I strongly agree. Eliana, look at you solving up a storm. Well done. All right, I think I know this, and this is snert is wrong because I think I've got this. Oops. Uh-oh, exactly. Yeah, right. As soon as we got the U. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was uh-oh or oh, but yeah, it's all right. We haven't seen this yet. Is this Rachel from Friends? Is this Coco? Is this Seth Meyers? Is this Mr. T? Those are my guesses, but I haven't looked at the clues yet, y'all. So I guess we gotta start over. Interlock and overhead railway. I think I know that one. Kitchen Foil Corporation. I know that one. Wait, we have an A. Ark Builder. Were we not just talking about Noah and the, oop, I'm going to spare you the trouble of typing it. Were we not just talking about the Ark? Well, it was the Raiders of the Lost Ark. Alcoa, what is that? The Aluminum Corporation of America? I think that's what that is. This, well, overhead highway is an L. So what's interlock? Anyone? Anyone? Small hotel, that seems pretty clear. Blank, if our nerves weren't so mesh L, agreed. I'm just looking at the downs for a hot minute. In, Eliana, got it. I have a theory, I don't know the last word, but I feel like I know the first half of this. Or at least the first word, let's say. This is, I have a guess for this. If the TV show is 8 letters, it's not Rawhide, it's not Bonanza. Well, I have a guess for the first one. All right, the first half. Car made for a baseball team. I love clues like this. Eliana, St. J, don't look at the acrosses. What's the answer? Is this like a, I won't bother. Yep, I miss. I strongly agree. All right, let's look at the acrosses. Well, let's face it, we're never going to get these without some more letters. Man, I blank. Got it. Elon, happily. Oop. Let's try that. Let's try this. Happily, there were no big celebs named Elon back in 1993. Man, I dig would be good, except it's triumphant. So Elon, Eli, look at that. Is Ben Zimmer still here? Ben Zimmer, read him and weep. It is an Elon, Eli. Wow. Look, the inmate over is, that seems pretty clear. Almost done. I actually have a guess here that I think is probably right. Prompted an actor, pretty clear scan con. Exactly. Udelka, when you were a kid and had your first English crossword, in was the only, well, I mean, that's fair. I agree. I think this is OBE because it's the word over, but almost. So we're dropping a letter. It's OBE. Udelka, feel free. I'm not going to answer for you. Man, I win. Exactly. Man, I win. I win. I'll tell you who wins. Me. I've got like every time I stream these days, I have like an awesome chat box full of great people, great solvers, people who I know in real life, people who I know online, people who add a lot, people who are fun to have in the chat. Wait, this is, well, it wasn't clear if the baseball team was going to be first or second, but if this was in the reverse order, I would have a guess, but I am not seeing that. It's true. Yeah, exactly. Like Caroline, she said she spoke like all or some of like 5 languages. That was nuts. I already know, I know Udelka in real life, and I know that Udelka is like a um a multi, what would you say? A multi-glot, a polyglot, a multi-language speaker. What would you call that person? Well, I think I see the first half of this. 9-person van wag. I mean, I speak French. You're very generous to say I speak several languages. Well, Ben Zimmer is the true like language expert. He is like a full-fledged linguist. Ben was here last night. Solved his grids. I loved. Oh, okay. All of a sudden, Rawhide and Bonanza are back on the table because we thought this was I Miss, but now we need a 7-letter TV show. So if this is Bonanza, is this a Z? No, this is a D. And this is this. And on we go. 9 seat. Oh, because there's 9. All right, so it doesn't have to be like an official MLB. It doesn't have to be like the Padres or the Reds or whatever. All right, so 9 seat. 9 person, 9 seat. Is this an S? Oh, wait a minute. This is not 9 seat anything because this is a D. 9 doors. And oh, interesting. I was like, what type of seats or like 9-man, the D. Well done, 9-door. Interesting. That would be an unusual car. I mean, if everyone gets their own door, then there's nobody in a middle seat. I mean, that would be weird. All right, this one seems pretty easy. This one seems reasonably easy. Queued, of course. Yes, it is definitely queued, and this is becoming clear. This part is. Oh, I thought this was I'll do whatever. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I didn't mean to give that away. Yeah, I'll do because this is this. I had the D in the wrong spot. This is we could something. Oh, very cute. Trip Pain getting cute here. I see this one, as I'm sure everybody will after the lag. Bathe the Evergreen is cute. Pedro, exactly. It's like a long smart car. Exactly. It's 2 seat wides, but as long 2 seats wide, but as long as it was. Exactly. I was picturing the same thing. Bathe the Evergreen is, I have a guess. Yours truly, confined sailors patron saint. I see the answer to that. Very weird set of letters, but in a something different crossword, it's legit. Wall hanging is a mural. No. Something starting with P though. This is, I think I see that. This, thought I had it, but I don't. It's what a word here, in which case, what is this? I don't have it. I assume these are both right. Might not be a sedan. Although I'm not seeing a three-letter answer here. This sedan might be right. Is this? Yeah, this looks like the D is right. This. Okay, that's good. Exactly, St. J. I agree. All right, I'll go with you on that. I would have typed the wrong one. This is this. All right, now I have a guess here. Yeah, all right, I know this one. And this, some of that. And 34 down, I pen is correct. And then the saint, anyone know the saint? The patron saint of a sailor. You might remember the movie of the saint. Yeah, yes, Eliana, when you were 85 years old, the movie St. Elmo's Fire, starring some of the Brat Pack, came out. Does anybody know the wife of Ferdinand Marcos? I'll give you a hint. It was 6 letters and it was not Amanda. All right, on we go. This is, don't see the first half of that. Topper covered in slime. I think I see this whole one. Imelda Marcos is good. Huh? Wow, we're almost a half hour deep and we're almost half done. Let's see how we feel about finishing this tonight. We can always finish it next time. We are making great progress though. Very, very pleased with everyone's work. I am at the risk of giving you a man I win, I am right as to a few of these. If you remember where the letters are, they become a lot clearer. You weren't raised a sailor, not with that attitude. No, I guess the not with that attitude, like catch-all remark doesn't work in that case because, I mean, let's face it, you are waxing nostalgic like 19 down. All right, this is, I don't know. Let's look at these downs. This is, I have a guess in 8 letters. I have a guess, I think this is 5-3. I think this is 4-4. Handbag Harry, no clue. Angry Imelda could be right. Yeah, it is Angry Imelda. I'll give you that one because this is a Y. I feel pretty confident, and this I still don't know this. Tapestry is 8 letters, but that does not help. Okay, this. Oh, I thought this was a Peru something, but it is not. Anyway, on we go. Well, it could. No, this is not a U. I mean, this could be angry. This could be testy. Painting. Oh my God. I made that way harder than it needed to be. Is there going to be a, bear with me for a minute. Is there going to be a New York Times cryptogram about a famous painting coming up real soon? Yeah, there definitely is. It is, I shouldn't say it if it's going to be. Well, this is such a great piece of trivia. Well, it's in the New York Times on February 10th. I'm not going to say it publicly. I think that would be poor form. Okay, anyway. Eliana's got this. Painting, yes, you definitely do. You do. February 10th, there is a great piece of trivia about a famous painting. And, you know, if you don't get the print paper, remind me on or after February 10th, and I will tell you this fun piece of trivia that I ran across recently. I mean, writing the cryptogram for the New York Times is like such, I feel so lucky. It's such a fun gig because if you run across a fun piece of trivia, you turn it in and, you know, 8 or 12 weeks later, it's in the NYF&T. Pretty great. Usually not even that long, or depending how far in advance we're working. 45A coin news. I was thinking stamp collector, which is a philatelist. That is so much better than stamp news, which I just could not make 8 letters. All right, anybody have this yet? We could be blank if our nerves weren't so fast. All right, bathe the evergreen is clean. We already have a tree here. So I think this is, well, I thought it was going to be pine. Nesberg, are you working ahead of me again? How dare you? Cleans you, well done. No, bathe, I don't think is going to be cleans because it would be bathes. No, you are not. Nesberg, you are not. This time I must chastise myself for the misplaced chastising of you. That's your only hint. And that, no, you got it. February 10th. Absolutely. You're good. Help. Voce. Okay, I got it. I got 49 down. Yeah, the jury's still out on what type of meltdown we're talking about here. This is the second half of this is becoming pretty clear. I mean, it's plural for God's sake. On we go. I want to look at some more clues. Servine, Canaan, hybrid, Servine. I feel like we saw that word recently. I'm already forgetting it. We could be calm. We could be calm, but why would we? It's a crossword stream. We're all excited about it. 47 is phone ache. Oh, we briefly saw that. Didn't even stop to think about it. Operators. Yeah, I knew it was some kind of ache, but I didn't stop to think about it the first time. Deer are servine. Very good. Wow, it's a regular deer fest in here. Did we say this yet? Clean AU. That's the one that Nesberg said, and she was right. If I type it like that, it's even better. And so this is sotto voce help is, yeah, all right, so we have, well, it's not deer because the canine is obvious enough. Quietly aid, exactly. Well done. GUI, does anybody know what a toper is? What it means to tope? That is old school vocab, y'all. Clean you, quietly aid, DR Servine. Nesberg, you can't spell sot, GUI sot. To tope, as St. J clearly knows, is like to drink alcohol. So a toper is a drinker, or in 3 letters, a sot. And now you know. Well, I'm not even going to embarrass everyone by waiting for someone to say it. This is clearly a dog of some sort. The blank resewn just split again. Much as we want this to be a chili dog, it is not. I could go for a chili dog. A moose dog, how interesting. That could be right. I wanted it to be like a buck, a hart, I mean, it could be Bambi, I guess, in 5 letters. I mean, it probably isn't. Okay, well, if this is a Q, oh my God, I was going to say if this is a Q, this is probably a U, and it isn't. But I'll tell you what. Wait, why does the grid not disappear when I hide the screen? It is turning into a night of. Somebody's saying it is a U. St. J are saying it is a U. Interesting. December 27th. Of what year? 2022. December 27th of 22. Let's go back to this. Why? I thought that it stops the share when I hide the screen. Zoom is telling me that, well, you know what? It doesn't matter. I don't care enough to quasi-quantus. Well done. I just saw the Q. Oh, moose dog. Looks like moose might be right. Well done. All right, what did we just say? December 27th of 2022. This was your NYTCG, y'all. Bit by bit, I'm catching everybody up on the puzzles they've missed for the last 5.5 years. Wow, going on 6 years. Man, crazy. Quasi-Qantas. I love it. Hold on. All right, all of a sudden, this, I think I see this. Who else does? Okay, I see this. I was actually pretty close when I put chili dog. I was only 2 letters off. Handbag Harry is, well, I see half of it. Exactly. Chile dough. Well done. Okay, this is becoming clearer and clearer with every passing answer we put in. And this is still not, well, did anyone say snowman, whether you did or not? That takes care of the winter sculptures, but what is this? And how long have we been streaming? 2 hours and 12. Should we leave enough meat on the bone here to knock this thing out another day? I mean, we've already been going on this thing for 36 minutes. Um, I I think Surly, I agree. I think there's a case to be made that we press pause on this thing with roughly half done. Oh my God, you're just refusing to slow down. Well, you guys are really doing great. I'm not sure if it's taken this long because I talk too much or because, I mean, I am not gonna lie, I could be like pushing the pace here because I'm just used to doing these things and I'm seeing my share of answers, but um Dante. All right. How do you all feel about slow-mo Dante? That definitely works. I thought it was slow. What's with the Q here? Were we not just talking about topers? Well, this one is almost like that. And this, so I got this one. It is a toque. That is a chef's hat. Let's do this, and this, purse. Seeing that. Ill toque. I agree, St. J. And what else we got? A vast. Not seeing it. Joan Rivers' daughter at all. Sadly, I'm not proud to say that. I'm not proud to admit that I do know this one. Did I once see Joan Rivers and Don Rickles do stand up in a theater on like at just a superstar double bill? I certainly did. Man, they're both gone now. What was it, 2007-ish? I just saw Aziz Ansari on Saturday night do stand up in that same theater, the beautiful Genesee Theater up in Waukegan, Illinois. It was not Melinda, but I'll give you the right letters that you had. You saw Carlin. Very cool. Yep, Melissa Rivers is correct. She wrote a book about her mother that I didn't read, but I remember she wrote it. All right, well, I certainly see the first 5 or 6 letters here. This is, yeah. All right, I have a guess there. This is, I have a legitimate guess here. A star, no, because it's an astrophobe. It is a star. I have a guess here. I think it's 1 and 7. My guess easily could be wrong. You know, I don't have any letters, but if I were to plonk this thing or to try to, I would do a 1 and a 7-letter word. Okay, phrase from a first grader's dance manual. Now that S is clearly right. Did I throw the Qantas trivia in there? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm doing such an enthusiastic job of just dropping cryptograms in here all over the place. I usually don't, but what the hell? Let's, one of these was like the trivia was 2 versions of the Shakespeare. All right, just for kicks. These are the, I'm not even reading them. That's how confident I am that they might be of passing interest to someone. Oh my God. No sooner did I close the thing than it, once again, it turned out it didn't print all 6, or 7 in this case. And then, okay, the Qantas was the 7th, so you've already seen that. So, all right, sorry, I'm getting a little over enthusiastic about the cryptograph thing. That's the end of that one. And okay, we got a decision to make. Should we finish this puzzle tonight, or should we say so long and thanks for all the fish until our next stream? We really are making the time to talk about like doing half of it was, man, y'all keep C spot. Ooh, I like that. This is our, wow. I hadn't thought this one through, but yeah, okay, well, okay, all right, I'm seeing. C C spot twerk is a great guess, except this puzzle is from 1993. And I pioneered twerking in 1995. That's one of my many gifts to the world. My other gift to the world is the parts of the stream where I shut up and let you guys do the stuff. You have to start to lurk while you make dinner. Instant user, are you in Barbados? I mean, I know that's where you were born, but what, don't dox yourself. What time zone are you in? You're making dinner. Are you like West Coast? Do you live in Malibu with your baby daddy, ASAP Rocky? Did you attend his Saturday Night Live performance over in good old 30 Rockefeller Center? Sect as well. Man, all right, it's time. It's decision time. Either we stop this thing now and finish it later, or the thing is, if we hit the gas and go fast, I mean, this has just been such a slow ride. We're 41 minutes in. I did too. I saw the first of the songs that ASAP did. And I mean, I like that song he did with Selena Gomez. That was a good one. You guys know, or you ladies, guys, people know. If you have been here before, you know I am an unapologetic Selinator, even though I don't even know if that's how you pronounce Selinator. I am a fan of I think I'm up to like maybe 5 Selena Gomez songs that I know. What can I say? She's good. Her song with Rima is really good. Love that. Um, was Iggy Azalea or Iggy Pop on SNL with ASAP Rocky? Either way, I would love to see either of those. I should go back and watch the other one, it sounds like. Is that not the one I saw? Did I watch the oh, God. Did I watch part of a song and miss Iggy Pop was the drummer? You're kidding. Well, maybe I like didn't pay full attention. Maybe I lurked for that one. That is unbelievable. Iggy Pop performed with ASAP Rocky. What a weird and like delightful combo. Love it. All right, I'm gonna make the call. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna stop the share before she croons again. Yeah, I gotta rewatch that. That is amazing. I'm not surprised that Iggy Pop can play drums. I mean, that guy has been around like forever and ever. Just like I'm not surprised that good old Flea is doing a show here where he's like playing trumpet and I don't know, maybe some bass. He has a new album out, but like it's obviously not Chili Peppers related. But Michael Balzeri, you know him as Flea, got his start like playing trumpet and then like went to high school like at Fairfax or something with Anthony Kiedis, and the rest is Red Hot Chili Peppers lore / history. Finish tomorrow, Udelko, you give me too much credit. A link to it? I mean, geez, it's not online. It's on my hard drive. I don't really have a good place to. Udelka, I tell you what, when next we do it, I will go at a moderate pace and I will give you a chance to work ahead of me like I did today. Tomorrow I will be speaking of Saturday Night Live, tomorrow I will be seeing the great Kevin Nealon. Don't be sorry. What are you talking about? Here, I'll share the screen. Oh, actually, yeah, you can, here, get it back out here. If I make it small enough, well, here, take a screenshot like this. This is like the bottom half. Now do the screenshot here. Oh yeah, the clues are probably on the VOD. That's most of the clues, most of the towns, 75. Yeah, that's all of it. All right, whatever. All right, now you can see it on the VOD. Exactly. I forgot that you can play the tape. Okay, Udelka, I mean, mostly, but let's not lose sight of what's important. Thank you for your loyalty, your excellent attendance, your enthusiasm. I mean, can I say, I keep saying it, I've really been spoiled lately. The chat boxes are just getting more and more robust. We're getting great people here in meaningful numbers. We've got easily enough people to do these group solves. A lot of lurkers. Sometimes I embarrass the lurkers into chatting, which is, embarrassing for all of us, but I love it when lurkers become chatters. Please follow me on Twitch if you're, what are we tonight? Like 600,000 lurkers. I assume that like Tom Brady is here. I don't know, Katie Couric, Emmanuel Macron. Go to sleep, Emmanuel. All right, get it. Thank you all for joining me. 2 nights in a row is unusual for me here. Can't do it tomorrow. Probably won't be able to do it Saturday. On Sunday, if you're looking for crossword, oh my God, Udelka, I got a few. Go to bosswords.org if you're looking for something to do on Sunday evening. The Winter Wonder Solve, it starts at 1 Eastern. You can play crosswords live with, there are like literally hundreds of people doing that thing. It's a fun way to spend a winter afternoon. Big fan of the organizers, Andrew, John, Brad, great guys, top puzzle people. Sam Squad, that's so funny. I was thinking about the Sam Squad. I was just texting with a girlfriend of mine named Samantha, like moments before I started the stream. And I was like, we've got a Sam Squad in the stream already. Like if Sam shows up, my friend, my South African friend, then we are like expanding our Sam Squad. But thank you, Sam. I'll resume our texts off the air, so to speak. All right. Well, you know me, long goodbyes are like my signature, but 2 hours 24 seems like a good length. Good one today. Should rattle off the thank yous. New York Times, Adrian Johnson, Ryan McCarty did that New York Times collab. That was good. Whoever smoked me and embarrassed me on that Wednesday, that was too hard for me. Good job. You win. Will Nediger, Christian Adams, sorry we didn't get to you. We did a fireball. Trip Payne, Peter Gordon, thank you for the fireball, Trip Payne. Love your something different. We'll wrap it up soon. Oh, I'm forgetting Brendan Quigley. I think we did a BEQ tonight. Lots of good puzzles, lots of good people. If only you had a better host, but you're stuck with me. No, this has been so much fun lately. We can stay tuned. We might just cram in like a last minute only connect game. No, Sam from Improv, I know who you're thinking of. Australia. He's from Perth. As was his much more famous brother. If you're thinking about the super tall guy that I was friends with and did classes with. No, I'm talking about a friend of mine who is not a puzzle person, to my knowledge, but for all I know, she's lurking here tonight. Maybe she lurks every time. I don't know. Okay. Do I launch into my 5th mini goodbye? Thank you all for joining me tonight. Not sure when the next one's going to be. There's probably a 50-50 chance that I'll be able to play that Wonder Solve deal on Sunday. And if I do that, I could theoretically stream right after it. But if not, then I will certainly stream at least one night next week. We may have an only connect game. Whether we do or not, next time I stream crosswords, let's pick up right where we left off and knock out the rest of this, something different, and we'll go on from there. Now that I'm not traveling for the next 2 weeks, I am so glad I got my life back, and I won't have to take another 2-week pause from streaming like I did during my recent 2-week trip. Okay. What can I say? I've said it a million times. I'll say it one more time. Great chat box tonight. Appreciate you all. Thanks for joining me. I will see you when next I see you. If it's not until next week, then have a great weekend. Otherwise, maybe on Sunday. I am going to, the chat box I think stays open after I pull the plug on the stream, for the record. So if I call it a day and pull the plug, I won't like kill y'all's conversation as it goes. All right. Thanks one last time. See you guys soon.